Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special episode where, as you can see, my serve test save slot is on survival difficulty. I'm here now testing out base designs. Survival difficulty is 2 difficulties higher than the normal. So after normal there's hard and then there's survival. I've passed the first night's wave and I'm heading up now for the second wave. Things seem to be going well, but things I've noticed. The thing I'm most short of is rubber. Yeah, so some of the things that you normally get from cars. There's not a lot of cars where I am. I've cleared all the cars here, cleared out that house, some other bits and pieces. So I would like to build more traps. I don't have the plastics or rubber to get that done. The monsters or the zombies that have spawned so far haven't really dropped any treasure to speak of. This means I also haven't been able to do any real research. But despite all that, so that's the downsides. The plus sides, the base design is kind of going well. I do get besieged by a lot of bears here. Just to show you, in the chest, I have 4 bear skulls so far. I mean, it's only day 2. It's 4 bears. It's like, another bear. Things have a lot more hit points on this one, and wow, do they hit hard. Anything hits hard. A zombie runs up to you and hits you hard. They attack earlier. They seem to be just an all-round hard zombie on survival. I want to try legendary difficulty, but I wanted to test a few things out first with what I've learned so far. And so this is the base. The first thing is, for me to get onto the base, I run up here and I jump. Yeah. So when the base is going to be complete, it's nowhere near complete, that's my way on. I jump across. So the zombies do not path to me, but I can get on and off my base as I wish. Now, this is put you by mistake. I thought I would be able to use it as a floor to go up and down there. It's too high. It's like, and I haven't got the research high enough to take it down and then put it back up somewhere else. I'll lose too many resources. So sadly for now, it's staying there, which is not good. So, this is the path, you can see. The zombies are forced to run up and down a long, winding path. And you've probably already noticed that my path, which is slightly different than the zombies' path, should be... I can get on top of you, I just can't get back the other way. Honest, I can. I did. And I look like a complete idiot. Come on, girl. Get up there. Okay, well, clearly she's not having it right now. When that's a floor, I'll be able to go up and over the top of the kill zone below. Come back down here. Replan all these. Replan everything that's going to be on the inside. And then I could go back up. And I could continue this snake path as many times as I want. At the moment I've got it ending here, but it would be easy just to carry it on and do more snakes up and down with more path overs allowing me to get there. I mean, the zombies, it's quite funny. They can see me. If I get off, she'll head back out and come this way. And then if I jump back on, she goes back in. I'm back out. I'm back in. So, at the moment, things are pretty easy to manage. And that's kind of the goal. If I can do these snakes up and down enough, even if they go off way over there, and I suppose there might be a distance limit, but if I can get the zombies all to charge into the entrance, and then somewhere along you have ability just to like step off, and then all of them to run towards me, and then go, I'll just get back on, and they all run back again. That would be crazy. It would make it very powerful, and like I'd literally suck loads of them into this huge snake until the snake is like almost full, and then just like get off. They all snake all the way back through, and then just get back on. I mean, I could do it with this little jump, you know, because this is the end of the path. They would have to go up there, up that path, up these steps, down these steps. And I could just go, wee, bonk, right, and then they would all run back and go, ah, and I go, wee, bonk. They all run back again. I mean, I wouldn't do that here. The mistake with doing that here would be the horde, if they're coming towards that entrance. With me just jumping by here, I would get surrounded and I'd have to jump back. But then the horde coming this way would still be here, and I would just get killed in the corner. So that wouldn't be the way that I would choose to do it, but I could do something similar to this over this side. Yeah. So if this snaked up and down and I had a path going along further, I could just jump across, jump back, jump across, jump back. So this is just a test. Learning what I've learned. Oh, that's going to do me damage. Shouldn't jump like that. Doing what, you know, building what I think works. Learning from the game that I've played so far. I will probably just test this base out now for this. Oh, excuse me. The survival extra night. Just to make sure that the pathing and everything is working as expected. I mean, I'm 99% sure, but I just want to see it in action with a decent wave, because wave 1, that end wave and wave 1, there were a lot of zombies. There really were a lot of zombies. So on survival mode wave 2, I'm expecting that last wave to be pretty big. I don't know whether or not I'm going to get any special zombies at survival mode wave 2, but I might do. If tonight's goes well, as in if this second wave goes well, I will probably then retry and do this on legendary difficulty. And just see if I can make a base that can survive a few nights in legendary difficulty. I can't imagine it lasting long. Just by the difficulty jump from normal to survival was pretty huge. The numbers, the strength of the zombies, the damage they do. I mean, even the bear hit me once and it was like, okay, I'm nearly dead. That was just crazy. So on legendary difficulty, I would have thought if the bear just hits me once, I'm dead. I'm not playing hardcore here. I wouldn't be playing hardcore on legendary. There would be no point. So yeah, I'll let you know how this is going, and if I get a chance, I can even film some of it, let you see the craziness. But to be honest, I'm not staying here in this difficulty. This base is not staying. It's just a test, and then I'm probably going to give legendary a little go and see what I can do. Because on legendary, there's going to be no lightsaber kiting, I can tell you now. Because just one punch and I'm dead. Just one butcher probably hitting me with his cleaver at a range and I'll probably be dead. So it'll have to be 100% base work. If the base doesn't hold, I'll be dead. And I don't know yet what happens in the game when I die. Do the zombies just then rush to my spawn point, which is by there for this one? What do they do? I really don't know yet. But I expect if I go to legendary, I will find out. Okay, I'll talk to you all again in a moment. Okay, and we're back now for the second wave on the survival night. And what have I changed? So I did get rid of the crusher. I managed to get enough bits and pieces together to put a cutter together, so I've done that. I've also added another length of snake onto the end of our pathing. So what am I testing right now? I'm testing to see the length of the zombie pathing. How far will the AI go through a pathing algorithm to get to me inside a complex like this? Is it happy to recognize that they could get me where I'm standing now by pathing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down? And if it works, it's also something, an idea that people who are playing the game and they're stuck, they want to enjoy the game a bit more. They're playing it maybe on a lower difficulty. They want to explore the world. They want to go and get some good treasures and get all the journals. And their base just isn't coping. They run home at night and they get trashed. And they don't have a nice, you know, pre-made building to try and set up in. They're in the open like this. There's no buildings, no prefabs. It's just the base. Now, if this works okay, which I have no reason to doubt that it wouldn't, it's just the pathing length, then this is an idea that a lot of you can try. You can put fake things like here you could put the ground going back that way, just wall it off, and then back up inside and put a bait trap at the end there, and then in this alcove here put a flamer. So as they enter into this little channel to get to the bait trap, they get flamed. So it'd be like your last channel defense, but you could also, you could put traps along here. The reason for this upper piece would normally be, so that channel there, I would want to refresh all the traps either side if I could. If I could rely on the flamer and a bait trap keeping them off my back, then I would do another little ramp like this here to let me to descend into that channel to go to those and refresh the traps if I so wanted. If it was a two-player base, even better. So if you're playing co-op with a friend, one of you could man this channel, the other one of you could man this channel. And then that would allow you to really keep all of your traps going crazy all the way through the night. And say when you started to hear the flamer or something like that going crazy at the bait trap, you would know that, okay, maybe it's time to think about retreating to maybe fight on this back wall. Or instead of a flamer down here, you could just put more traps and just service them. Just have another, another little leg if it'll take it, and have 3 waves. So here we go. So I will stand in the most difficult position, which is here. If they can path to me or recognize that I'm here and that they have to go up and down these passages, then bingo. If they can't path to me, they'll attack my stuff over there. They can't path to me, I think. I think the reason they're going the way they did is because they couldn't see an obvious way to get to me. So the pathing here may be too long. Now they're going in, see? So I think there's a limit there somewhere. I think that's maybe just a step too far. Whereas in here, we're fine. So we seem to be good in here. But that other little bit just now, they wouldn't path to me. They came underneath in some kind of attempt to destroy the piece I was standing on. So that's quite interesting. So there is a limit to how far they're going to go before the pathing just gets too long. I think we've probably reached it on this base. However, a well-placed bait trap might assist in that matter. Now this is on survival difficulty, as I said, so it's 2 more difficulties up from normal. So it's normal, then hard, then survival. So these zombies have got a lot more hit points. I would be interested to know whether or not a exploding flamer is going to arrive before wave 6. Because if I go to legendary difficulty and I get an exploding flamer early on, then yeah, a wooden building like this would be just a stupid idea. I mean, some of them are trying to charge me. I mean, they're not going to hit me, but it does mean extra repair. They do a lot of damage at this level. So everything's going fine. So anyway, it doesn't really matter whether they get through and get me or not on this. This is not a, you know, is this going to be enough? This is a test to see how well they path. When do they give up on pathing because I'm too far? I'm not sure about some of these steps. I think some of these steps might be causing the issue. I don't think the distance is the issue. I think it's just the way that some of these steps are lined up. Maybe that they break the pathing. I would potentially have to like tweak these steps to see whether or not that was an issue. So far, so good. The wave, the big wave it's not very far away. It's only on night 2, so the big wave will be here soon. You're probably asking why the barbed spikes at the front. The barbed spikes at the front are my bear killers. The bear, by the way, will not path to me over there because the shredder. It can't path past the shredder, I think. It's too narrow. So it runs onto here, then stops. And then I just, you know, step on and off the path there, and the bear just runs back and forth through the spikes and dies. Okay, here's the final wave. Quite a lot. Just zoom everything up. Oh. Somebody came through. I should be able to get rid of her if I do this. Yeah, I get rid of her. They'll all come running back now. And then I can get her back again. And then I can get off again. I'll just load up my bow and we'll just pop a few arrows at her, I think. Oh, so we've got another one that managed to get on. So we've got a couple that managed to get on. They should all come this way. And then I can go back this way. I got rid of most of them, it's just one here. Pressing the wrong button. A bit silly. They're much harder on this difficulty, but yeah, see, I mean, even with a knife hitting her, she quite happily hit me, and she hit me hard. Yeah, see, look at that. This is on survival difficulty. They hit hard. So the concept works fine. I had lots of, you know, I didn't have to go in melee. I could have just, you know, jumped back and forth and made it run around in circles and do stupid stuff. It would need to obviously be strengthened and improved to handle some of those later waves. You know, this. If you think about what crazy waves are to come, based on my other series. But if this was all metal and the whole of this was traps, and we had proper walling and some ceiling put in so that people couldn't like leap and jump on or anything crazy, I do believe this is fine. This step didn't seem to cause a problem, but maybe one of these stairs here. Can't see a gap. But clearly when I stood here, they didn't go into the base, instead they came to run underneath me. So that's interesting that they thought that that piece there, for some reason, was a step too far, too complicated a pathing. It could just be the fact that if I took this jump and these 3 pieces or so in the steps, and I actually had them going out that way instead, or even back along itself somehow so that I could jump on and do all the servicing that way, or even get rid of all that back end and just have the jump over here and just have a single ladder going down there. That might have been enough of the pathing to stay intact. But yeah, there you go. I just thought I'd show you a base design that I am playing with regards to, can I make it work on Legendary? And if there's people out there that are struggling with a base and they just can't keep the zombies off them, even on the lower difficulties, and they want more time, then a simple snake path like this is fine. It'll give you lots of time, and you can just step off and get on, and the zombies will path all the way back through the snake. Okay, so that just gives you some options if you're really struggling for a base. Oh, here's a wolf. So here we go. This is going to be a wolf. I'll show you what I mean now. So the wolf will run to the spikes, and then I can get off. And he's going to run through the spikes, and he's dead. Okay, there you go. So, dead wolf, dead wolf, dead wolf. And they don't attack the spikes, the animals. They will quite happily just path back and forth. Ooh, some of this stuff was about to break there. They've been attacking it quite heavily, the zombies. Right, I hope you enjoyed that little base design. I think this here is the ideal little trick to give you access back onto your base if you want to jump off, run around, and then get back on without going through all your traps. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you all for the next video. Bye.